Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Dr. David Haddon and coming to you live again here from my office at O'Fallon Crossing Chiropractic. And today we are covering part 4 in our 6-part series. And the series is all about how to keep health simple. So health has become overwhelming lately, and so we're coming up with some tips and ways to keep health simple. And so, like I said, today is part 4 of the series. Quick recap, part 1 was the S in simple, and that stands for seeing your chiropractor on a regular basis, very important aspect of health. The I in simple, part 2, was for interaction with other people or social health. So good social health, again, very important. The third part of the series was the M in simple, and that stands for movement or exercise. Obviously a very important aspect of health. So today, like I said, we're covering part 4. Part 4 is the P in simple, and the P in simple stands for proper sleep. So proper sleep is extremely important in order to stay healthy. And why is that? It's very important to get proper sleep because our bodies need a chance to repair and recover from all the damage we do to our bodies during our normal everyday activities. So everything we do throughout a normal day puts stress on our bodies and causes damage to the different tissues in our bodies. And while we're sleeping, our body is working hard to repair and recover from all that damage that we do to it during our day. So very important to get a good night's sleep every night. So the recommendation is for adults to get between 7 and 8 hours of sleep on a regular basis. Now there's some other things that are happening besides just the repair and recover. One thing is that our hormones are regulated while we're sleeping. So hormones help to run a lot of the processes that happen in our body. So that's again another good reason for getting proper sleep. And the other reason, and I just recently learned this, I was kind of interested in this, is that getting proper sleep actually helps with long-term memory. And that's because while we're sleeping, our brain transitions those short-term memories into long-term memories. So if you're not getting proper sleep, you're not making that transition, and it may be actually affecting your long-term memory. So if you're having some trouble with that, getting proper sleep could be something that could help with that. So that's kind of why we need to get proper sleep. I know there's some people that try to go with just 4 or 5 hours of sleep at night. I've met a couple people that can pull it off. Most people can't do that for a long period of time because, like I said, we need that full time for our body to repair and recover. And I know that people are busy nowadays. People have, jobs and kids and with everything that we're doing, sometimes we feel like we're too busy and have to have those extra hours, and we sacrifice sleep for those extra hours. But what I've found is that people who don't sacrifice that, people that do get the right amount of sleep, they're more productive during the hours that they are awake. So to me, it's worth it to get the proper amount of sleep and be more productive during the hours that you are awake. So I also know that sometimes there's some challenges that can be involved with getting a good night's sleep. So I wanted to cover a couple of those with you today. So I know some people have some trouble just getting to sleep at night. That can be a challenge for a lot of people. So here's a couple of tips and tricks to try if you're having trouble falling asleep. So if you're a person that goes to sleep or goes to bed at night and you're laying there and you've got a million things on your mind, okay? You're thinking about, a project at work. You're thinking about stressful things, thinking about the kids, a speech you have to give, whatever it is. What I suggest you do is get a notebook or a journal. And 10 or 15 minutes before you go to bed, sit down with a pen and paper and just write down everything that's on your mind. And that'll help get all that stuff out of your mind and onto paper. Then you won't be thinking about it as much as you're trying to go to sleep. So that's one quick tip for trying to get to sleep. The other thing, for someone who maybe doesn't have a lot on their mind, they just seem to have trouble falling asleep. What we need to do is try to get our body into a state that matches what we're going to do when we're sleeping. So one factor with that is our breathing. Okay, so when we're asleep, we're breathing deeply. Our heart rate is slowed, and so what we want to do is try to get ourselves into that state. So one of the tricks that I use myself pretty often actually is what I'll do is I'll start it in my mind, start at 100 and count down by sevens, and each time I say a number in my mind, I'll take a deep breath in and blow it out slowly. So kind of like this: 100, 93. And I do that all the way down to 0, and by the time I get down that low, usually I'm almost asleep already. So that just kind of gets my breathing and my heart rate closer to what it should be when I'm asleep, okay? The other factors are more kind of environmental factors. So, our body temperature tends to drop as we sleep, and so getting the temperature in your bedroom cooler can also help you get to sleep more easily. And then the other factors are, the mattress you're sleeping on and the pillow that you're sleeping on. So I get asked all the time in my office, what kind of mattress should I be sleeping on? Now I don't have one particular brand of mattress that I like, but I always tell people a firmer mattress is healthier for you. It's going to give your body and your spine more support. So try to get a firmer mattress. Now, you don't have to sleep on something as hard as a sheet of plywood or anything like that, but something that's firm but still comfortable. Then as far as a pillow, when we're talking about what kind of a pillow to sleep with, you want to sleep on a pillow that gives you good neck support, so a good cervical pillow. Something that helps keep your neck in a neutral position throughout the night. Should help you to be more comfortable and in a more natural position. So those are some quick tips on how to fall asleep more quickly. I also know some people have trouble with waking up during the night. So they have no problem falling asleep, but then they wake up sometime during the night. So a couple of things with that. One, it can be things that you're eating or drinking. It can be too much caffeine too late in the day. It can be having a cocktail before you go to bed. Sometimes that can make you wake up during the night. So just try to play around with some of those things. If you're eating too late in the evening, that can do it as well. So try changing some of those things and see if that helps you stay asleep throughout the night. The other thing that I hear a lot of people say is that they have some sort of pain or discomfort that wakes them up throughout the night or makes them uncomfortable throughout the night. So if that's the case, then that's a really good sign that you should see a good chiropractor, because they can help to relieve that pain and help you to get that better sleep at night. I can't tell you how many patients I have had that once they're under regular care with me, they tell me that they're sleeping better every night. So very important factor of helping you to stay asleep is making sure you're not in pain and make sure you're much more comfortable. So one of the interesting things about this program that I'm talking about, this plan of keeping health simple, is that a lot of the factors or aspects of health actually interact with each other. So when it comes to getting proper sleep, I talked about food and drink and what you're putting in your body. That has an important effect on the kind of sleep that you're getting. A couple other factors that can also affect sleep. One is exercise. So as you start to improve your exercise and you're exercising more regularly, that also should help you to regulate everything in your body and help you to get better sleep and more proper sleep. If you're not sleeping well, try to work on the exercise, and that can help that aspect as well. And the other aspect that can help proper sleep is the first factor in simple, which is seeing your chiropractor on a regular basis. So if you go back and watch that video, I talk about how seeing your chiropractor on a regular basis can help to regulate your nervous system. And your nervous system runs everything else in your body. So once your nervous system is working more properly, you're most likely going to start to sleep better. So that's just how, kind of a quick way of how those different factors can affect each other and are kind of intertwined with each other. And that's why it's important to look at this program as a whole program, not just one little individual piece here and there. So everything kind of works together. So that's what I wanted to cover today as far as the P in simple, which is for proper sleep. If you're not getting proper sleep, try some of the tips and tricks that I covered today. If you have any questions about that or any other suggestions, I'm happy to hear that, and feel free to comment on this video and we can have a discussion about that. So thanks again for watching my video today. Hope you checked out the other 3 videos, and thanks again for watching today. Next week we will cover the L in simple, and I look forward to covering that with you. So thanks a lot for watching, and have a great day.